This is St Aidan's near the eastern outskirts of Leeds in West Yorkshire. It was once a massive Opencast coal mine. For a time, a huge blot on the landscape. The surface of the land was removed and the coal below it scooped out using enormous machinery. One of the excavators, a walking dragline known as Oddball, remains here today, preserved as a memorial, recognising the achievements of Opencast mine workers who worked alongside their deep mine colleagues to produce coal when it was needed. It was built in Milwaukee in the USA and transported here in the 1970s, having worked in other locations along the way. Oddball now sits quietly on the edge of St Aidan's, which is a new RSPB reserve and home to a fantastic range of bird species. But not all industrial sites are returned to nature in this way, and the fact it exists may be in part due to a massive accident which took place in March 1988. Here is an aerial view of St Aidan's. The reserve is a huge site and you can see the River Aire running close by. In the past there were large coal reserves here, which had been deep coal mined at first and later mined by Opencast. Opencast mining is controversial because of its damaging impact upon the environment. At around 12:30 p.m. on Saturday 19th of March 1988, after heavy rainfall, the River Aire broke its banks, and water flooded into the void caused by the Opencast mining. A 100-metre breach in the bank of the river resulted in water from the air pouring 70 metres down into the workings, in a massive waterfall. I can superimpose the old course of the River Aire, which changed as a result of the accident and following repairs. The river normally flows east and is joined on its journey by the River Calder near Castleford. However, for a while on Sunday, March 20th, as a result of the breach in the bank, the river actually flowed back upstream from Castleford, filling the Opencast workings. The water level between the mine and the river was not reached until the following Tuesday, and by this time, a 70-metre deep, 80-hectare lake had been created, covering 2 million tonnes of coal. The site was evacuated on Saturday the 19th, without loss of life or limb, or machinery. At its level with the river, the lake contained 4 billion gallons of water, with a maximum depth of 70 metres. Afterwards, an inquiry established that the rock had slipped due to either a geological disturbance or earth fractures caused by subsidence due to earlier mining in the area. Opencast operations at St Aidan's were suspended for many years after the 1988 River Aire inundation, which had created a massive deep water lake and a great attraction to birdlife. Coal extraction was resumed and completed after a major civil engineering project had created a new river channel around the south side of the lake. The final detailed restoration plans for St Aidan's were agreed after many years of discussion, resulting in the creation of a 400-hectare informal country park and nature reserve. The water level and quality is now carefully monitored. St Aidan's is part of a flood management strategy and can currently store 7.5 million cubic metres of floodwater and reduce the downstream flood peak by 400 millimetres by storing and slowing the flow of floodwaters. Large-scale industrial operations such as mining and quarrying can have considerable impacts upon the physical environment, even when the land is returned to natural purposes afterwards. Industrial processes can cause air, water and noise pollution, as well as soil degradation. Even in plant circumstances, accidents can happen. Manufacturing plants can look dull and have a negative visual impact. Waste products are often disposed of in landfill and can pollute and harm the water, air and soil. The transport of raw materials and finished products increases levels of air pollution and damages the environment when new roads and railways are built to transport the goods. There is increasing concern about the impacts of industries on the physical environment and the need to ensure industry becomes more sustainable. St Aidan's is now a wonderful place to visit and is useful for both recreation and river flood management. However, it is just one example, and many other quarries and mines are still active within the UK. In the next video, we will look at how modern industry can become more environmentally sustainable. Check out the other Geography Juice videos about the economic world on this channel. Thank you for watching.